Great infused.
Happy birthday.
Fries.
Yeah.
It's fries.
Yeah, under that.
Okay, you want something else? Sure.
I'm so tired of it. He's the biggest in the world. Very good. Very
But
Yes, that was me in the picture. Pregnant, how much I love it. Woo. That was me.
so you got a little bite.
And unfortunately, I had a miscarriage, and I just, but yeah, I was pregnant. I didn't have a miscarriage. Yeah.
Welcome back to Fame Flux, where the truth behind fame gets exposed. Ari Fletcher's private world has just been thrown into chaos, exposed by none other than Moneybagg Yo. The revelations are far more explosive than anticipated. According to recent claims, Ari didn't simply fall in love. She allegedly attempted to secure the relationship permanently with a baby. This came to light when Moneybagg Yo shared that she had been facing significant financial issues behind the scenes. He stated that while Ari flaunted private jets and luxury Birkin bags online, he was the one quietly covering the cost of her extravagant lifestyle. Allegedly, once he attempted to walk away from the relationship, that's when the supposed baby strategy emerged. Fans have begun speculating that the glamorous image Ari presented might have been sustained through financial assistance and illusion. From whispered claims about fake rental agreements to emotional outbursts when funds allegedly dried up, every detail is now under scrutiny. But it doesn't stop there. The situation intensified when Moneybagg Yo's team reportedly had to move fast to clean things up after Ari's alleged post-breakup actions became a concern. Social media detectives have started digging into the allegations, examining Ari's financial history, and questioning the authenticity of her brand. The claims of manipulation, financial dependency, and a calculated pregnancy attempt are now at the center of a growing internet storm. Just weeks after their breakup, Ari appeared publicly with a new partner, but Moneybagg Yo chose not to stay silent. He's pulling the curtain back on everything. Let's rewind for context, because this breakup didn't unravel quietly. It escalated into a public storm, and a major trigger came from an unexpected source: Cardi B. In a now infamous moment, Cardi indirectly dragged Ari Fletcher into a cheating controversy while defending herself from infidelity accusations involving Offset. Though not intentional, Cardi's response turned into a high-speed collision course, with Ari's reputation caught in the crossfire. The situation ignited following a leaked conversation between Cardi and blogger Alexis. During the exchange, Cardi passionately denied having any involvement with Offset during the specified time period. But while clearing her own name, she unleashed a revelation that set the internet ablaze. "Why are you saying I messed with Offset this weekend? Like, stop lying on me," she vented. But it didn't stop there. Cardi followed up with a statement that triggered widespread speculation. "Time to tell you how he was messing with Ari while we were together." That single sentence sparked digital hysteria, with online investigators working overtime to confirm which Ari was in question. Blogger Alexis wasted no time clarifying the confusion. She stepped in, stating there was no ambiguity. The person Cardi referred to was Ari Fletcher, and that wasn't all. Alexis further claimed that Cardi had personally delivered the shocking news directly to Moneybagg Yo, warning him about the alleged betrayal.
Great infused.
Happy birthday.
Fries.
Yeah.
It's fries.
Yeah, under that.
Okay, you want something else? Sure.
I'm so tired of it. He's the biggest in the world. Very good. Very
But what turned this situation from gossip to controversy was Alexis's claim to have receipts, alleged proof that this wasn't a game of telephone gone wrong. Screenshots and direct messages began surfacing, giving the public more than enough to start forming opinions. With this new layer, the breakup took on a whole new meaning, less about falling out of love and more about betrayal, warnings, and a scandal quietly brewing behind the scenes. One resurfaced tweet from Ari Fletcher quickly re-entered the spotlight, one that didn't age well. Back in February, she posted, "Coming to a woman as a woman, or telling on a woman to her man gotta be top 2 corniest, most miserable moves alive." That tweet quickly became ammunition in the online storm. Blogger Alexis responded directly, pointing out the hypocrisy with a sharp reply. "I kept it quiet. I didn't tell the world she was talking about Cardi. I didn't tell the world Cardi called Bag to expose Ari about Offset." Shortly after that, everything unraveled. Ari and Moneybagg Yo officially announced their split, and the public wasted no time linking the sudden separation to the Offset Cardi B controversy. Fans began speculating that the domino effect started right there, with a call, a warning, and a storm of silent tension behind the scenes. At first, Moneybagg Yo didn't comment. He kept it low-key and refrained from fueling rumors. His silence gave the impression that he wanted to avoid further public drama. But silence speaks volumes, especially when actions start saying more than words. Then came Ari's extravagant 30th birthday bash just days ago. And while the celebration was as flashy as expected, the loudest message came from who wasn't there. Moneybagg Yo was noticeably absent, and the missing appearance instantly sparked conversations online. Fans connected the dots quickly, remembering how Bag once declared his deep loyalty to Ari. Now the absence felt like confirmation. Yet Ari didn't look fazed. In fact, her body language, her attitude, and the entire vibe of the party spoke volumes. She appeared radiant, unapologetic, and fully in control of her moment. In the middle of the celebration, a close friend even posted a video of Ari sporting brand new designer sneakers. The caption? Ari's new boo gave her a personal birthday speech. The message was loud and clear. Ari had moved on, emotionally and romantically. But that post, the one showcasing Ari's new alleged relationship, is the one insiders say truly sparked a shift in Moneybagg Yo's behavior. Word around the industry is that ever since that footage of Ari and her new mystery man started circulating across blogs and timelines, Bag hasn't been the same. Behind the scenes, sources claim he's been telling close associates that Ari's sudden move wasn't about love. It was about securing her lifestyle. According to individuals familiar with the situation, Moneybagg Yo believes Ari was accustomed to the level of luxury he provided during their relationship. The designer handbags, private jets, extravagant birthday celebrations, all of it allegedly funded by him. So, from his point of view, her new romance has less to do with emotions and more to do with maintenance. A financial survival move, not a heartfelt connection. Bag reportedly feels that Ari's public image, especially the self-made boss narrative she pushes online, isn't entirely accurate. He's been quietly side-eyeing the independent woman posts, suggesting that several of her businesses haven't performed nearly as well as they appear. Insiders claim that many of the trips, wardrobe upgrades, and major purchases seen on her social media during their time together were covered by Bag himself. The plot thickens even more with one explosive claim. Sources allege that as the breakup talks started to get serious, Ari may have attempted to trap Bag with a baby. According to those close to the rapper, she allegedly tried to conceive as a last-ditch effort to secure her position and the financial safety net that came with it. From Bag's camp, this wasn't viewed as a gesture of love or reconciliation. It was interpreted as a calculated attempt to maintain access to the lifestyle she'd grown used to. And while the truth behind that claim remains unclear, one fact does stand out. At one point, Ari truly was carrying Bag's baby. Flashback to 2022, a moment that nearly broke the internet. Moneybagg Yo posted a photo showing a very clearly pregnant woman, but here's the twist. He cropped out the face.
Yes, that was me in the picture, pregnant. How much I like it. Woo! That was me.
So you got a little bite.
And unfortunately, I had a miscarriage in the actors, but yeah, not the out freaking that they haven't taken care of. Yeah.
All that was visible was the baby bump. Within minutes, the post vanished from his feed, but not before screenshots made their way across every corner of the internet. The sudden deletion sent speculation into overdrive. Almost instantly, fans turned into digital detectives. Based on the body shape, skin tone, nail color, and signature curves, many became convinced the woman in the photo was Ari Fletcher. Social media threads exploded with comparisons, side-by-sides, and breakdowns of every detail. And the fact that Bagg removed the post so quickly only amplified the mystery. Was it intentional? Was he hiding something? The internet demanded answers. Moneybagg Yo remained silent through the entire firestorm. He never acknowledged the photo or addressed the speculation, but Ari eventually broke her silence in an unexpected way. During a relaxed episode of her YouTube cooking show, she casually confirmed the rumor fans had been debating for months. Yes, the woman in the deleted post was her. But the real jaw drop came next. Ari revealed that the pregnancy was indeed real, and that she had experienced a miscarriage. The honesty hit fans hard, especially considering the couple had kept the entire situation private. No Instagram hints, no subtle captions, no leaked details. Just silence. Until that moment. What still remains unclear, however, is whether this was the pregnancy Moneybagg Yo has been referencing recently, or if there was another, separate attempt at starting a family. Some believe Bagg's recent allegations about being trapped point to a second situation, not the one Ari addressed. Regardless, Ari wasn't about to let that narrative spiral unchecked. Known for defending her name publicly and fiercely, she clapped back swiftly, dragging Bagg directly into the spotlight and making it clear she wasn't going to let misinformation slide. The drama only intensified from there. Ari Fletcher made it abundantly clear, Moneybagg Yo's sudden outburst isn't about truth, it's about ego. According to her, he's not angry about anything real. He's upset that she bounced back so quickly, with confidence and clarity. Ari didn't just move on, she flipped the entire narrative. She even doubled down, saying that Bagg never truly got over her because she refused to stay down after the breakup. She claimed she was the one who walked away from the relationship, not because of drama, but because she could no longer tolerate the shade and constant disrespect. And in a major reveal, she accused Bagg of stepping out on her again. From her view, trust had already left the building long before she did. So while Bagg is pushing a narrative about babies and financial dependency, Ari is staying cool, calm, and strategic, positioning herself as the one who exited with dignity. She's not scrambling to deny his claims. She's letting her side speak for itself. Instead of issuing denials, she's highlighting his history and flipping the blame back on him, saying his behavior, not her moves, triggered the collapse. And considering Bagg's track record, the public is taking notice. Let's not forget the time when a woman boldly stepped into the spotlight, claiming she had something serious going on with Moneybagg Yo. This wasn't just a one-night rumor. She claimed it was an ongoing affair that happened while he was still with Ari. She didn't whisper about it either. She brought receipts, screenshots, and confident energy, telling the world she had been with Bagg behind closed doors. She even claimed they treated Ari like an afterthought, sneaking around behind her back and treating it all like some kind of private joke. That kind of disrespect is hard to ignore, and it gives new context to why Ari says she ended things. Considering how Bagg and Ari's relationship appeared flawless online, the reveal shook the internet. Fans were stunned. Everything seemed so polished. Matching outfits, luxury dates, romantic posts. But once the cheating allegations surfaced, it all unraveled fast. Suddenly, those cryptic tweets and subtle shade Ari had dropped in the past started making sense. The random silence, emotional shifts, and betrayal vibes? It was all beginning to line up clearly. Bagg's refusal to respond directly only made it worse. His silence spoke volumes, especially when paired with the growing rumors and accusations. And Ari didn't stay silent for long either. She opened up publicly, confirming the betrayal. She didn't sugarcoat it. She made it known Bag had hurt her deeply, and the infidelity wasn't just speculation, it was real. She admitted the pain, confirming the split was official. But here's where it gets layered. Ari said cheating wasn't the final straw. The breakup had more depth. It wasn't just about broken promises. It was about emotional neglect, repeated betrayal, and a toxic pattern she couldn't ignore any longer. She revealed that the trust had already eroded long before the public caught wind of any scandal. What shocked fans most was her claim that Bag once pleaded with her to have his child. Long before any baby talks became public, he was allegedly the one romanticizing family life and pushing for long-term plans. According to Ari, he sold her dreams of building a future, starting a legacy together, and planting roots as a family unit. So now, with him accusing her of trying to trap him, it doesn't just feel like a twist. It feels like a total rewrite of the story. She's questioning how the same man who once begged her to have his baby is now portraying her as manipulative. That contradiction hit fans hard, making it difficult to ignore the possibility that Bag may be revising history to protect his image. And Ari didn't just speak, she backed it all with receipts. The tension reached a boiling point when she claimed to have video evidence of Bag admitting she left him over his unfaithfulness. While he's out here shaping the narrative to fit his version of the story, Ari is reportedly sitting on undeniable proof that shifts the entire perspective. And yet, Bag went on to do a full interview, laying it on thick with emotional lines about never wanting to hurt her. He opened up to the interviewer, pouring out heartfelt apologies, saying Ari was his one, expressing deep regret for his mistakes. He even reflected on how much she despised public embarrassment, a line that hit differently considering the way this situation played out. Fans called it manipulative. If he really understood her pain, why allow her name to get dragged in the first place? The entire interview came off more like damage control than accountability. It felt staged, emotional, but lacking truth. And then came the twist. Bag revealed that Ari didn't even hear about the cheating from him. She learned it through someone else. That, for her, was the final betrayal. He didn't just mess up. He let someone else deliver the blow, then played the victim on TV. After all the heartfelt confessions, it wasn't long before Bag shifted gears again, talking about baby traps and financial manipulation. It left fans wondering, who's really telling the truth here? Was Ari trying to secure her future, or is Bag spinning the story because she left him and leveled up? The evidence is there, but the motives, still murky. So here's the real question. Did this relationship fall apart because of love lost or ego bruised? Was this just another toxic cycle or a deeper game of control and exposure? One thing's for sure, the receipts keep coming, the fans keep watching, and this breakup saga isn't even close to over. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button if you're here for the truth, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss what's next. Trust, it only gets messier from here.